Hello everyone, this is Rich here and welcome to another very exciting tutorial, as I always say. It's been a very long time since I've done anything, and to get back into it, we are going to create the Mario Mystery Box. So I'm using Blender 2.74, and let's just jump right into it. I'm going to use the default cube. I'm going to go into front view, and let's rock it out. So we're going to face select mode. Select the first face here, hit I. I'm going to scale it in until it just about meets this line here. And we're going to do that for all the sides. Okay, so that's all good. In the front view to check this out, so I'm going to select this side and this side. I'm going to hit SY 1.08. Yeah, that seems pretty good. 1.08. And I'm going to do the same thing here. SX 1.08. Same thing for the top and bottom. SZ 1.08. Awesome. So we're pretty much almost done. So the next thing I'm going to do is add the question mark. So I'm going to go to a new layer. I can just simply hit 2. Add a background image. Click open. And this I got off of Google. There's this. So we choose open image. If we go into front view, voila. Hit Shift A. We'll add a plane. Rotate it on the x-axis by 90 degrees. I'll just scale it down accordingly, just so it about fits this. Something about like that. Tab into edit mode, hit Shift D to duplicate, and we'll just bring it right up here. Let's go into vertex mode, and we're essentially just going to trace this out. Bring that guy up there. Oops. E to extrude. Bring that guy there. Bring that guy there. Actually, I'm going to bring it closer to the edge there. Same thing. Extrude. There. Extrude. Bring that guy there. Bring this guy up here. Oh, actually, no, wait. Put that guy right there. Extrude it again. Bring that up there. Extrude that. And just trace it out. Okay. Just going to straighten out some of these lines to make it a little more symmetrical. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Alright. Let's now select everything. We'll extrude it back just a bit. Highlight everything, AA, and Control N to make the normals go on the inside of the mesh. Now we'll hit I. Oh wait, not yet. Let's actually go into face select mode. Select these front faces. I'm gonna hit I and just bring it in. Oop, what's going on there? Oh, we don't want that selected. Okay, hit I. Something about like something about like that should do. And just bring it forward so it creates a bit of a bevel. We'll do the same thing for the bottom portion down here. And just bring it forward. While we're at it, we can actually just delete these back faces. Or vertices, whatever. That still works. Okay. Tab out of it. Now we have our question mark. Let's hit M and move it to the first layer with our box. It's awfully big. And we can turn our background image off. scale it down, bring it up. So it's about center. I'm going to be a little bit bigger. Okay, we'll drag it forward so it kind of pretty much sticks on there. Bring it up. That looks pretty good right there. I'm going to hit Shift S and do, oh wait, nope, set origin to 3D cursor, which is Shift Control Alt C. So now it'll rotate around the middle. And we're going to duplicate it. Rotate it on the Z axis 90 degrees. Oh no, let's do 180. Rotate Z 180 so it's on both sides. Shift select this one, hit Control J, and then Shift D it again. Rotate Z 90 degrees, and Shift select this one again, and Control J. So now it's all one. Cool. This is very simple, very, very basic. So let's actually add a plane. Shift A, bring it down here, bring it up right underneath it, and Control 0. And here's a little trick to save on some rendering. If you hit Shift B, draw a little box while in camera view. It'll only render this portion. So if I go to rendered view, you'll see it's just rendering this and nothing else on the outside. Speaking of, let's change this to a sun lamp and knock this down to about 5. Let's bring the sampling up as well. I'm gonna do 100. So that's what it looks like. Let's soften that shadow a bit. Flip to 1. That's cool. Alright, almost there. Alright, so let's actually give this a material. I'm going to call this one box, and we're going to call this one mark. We're going to select the mark and the box together, hit Control J to join them, so now it's one object. And speaking of, let's go here. We're going to make this a node editor. Now I want this to be a glass material, so I'm going to delete that. Shift A, add a shader. I'm going to add a glass shader. So we're going to rendered view. Put it to the surface, so now it's all nice and glassy. Change the color to more of like a yellow or goldish color, whatever tickles your pickle. And we'll bring the roughness up to about 1. Oh, maybe down just a bit. I kind of like the transparent look a bit. Maybe like 0.5. The index of refraction. Actually, I don't even know what the heck this does. What if I set that to 0? 1. 0.6. Let's do 1.5. Let's actually just delete it. Add a new one. Oh, it was 1.450. Set this to 1. And the color back to yellow. Actually, this kind of like amberish color is pretty cool. That's what I'm going to set it to. So if you want to copy the same thing, it's FFF 300. Let's bring the roughness down just a bit more. A little more transparent. Now that's cool. So 0.092 or just 0.09. That looks pretty cool. And the question mark we can just leave as pure white. We can just make that pure white. Or if you really want to, you can actually add another glass shader. Put it down to the surface. bring the roughness all the way up. All the way down. Yeah, let's do 2. What does that look like? That looks kind of cool. Maybe 1. No, we need to go higher. Let's try 5. That's pretty cool. I like that. 1.450. Looks pretty cool. Oh, I don't want to be grabbing that. Alright. I like the way that looks. Add a few extra details. Go to front view by hitting 1, Shift A. Let's add a circle. We're going to give it 6 vertices. And let's rotate it on the x-axis 90 degrees. Okay, tab into it. Let's go into vertex mode. E to extrude. Scale it in. Alt-M. Nope, Alt-M. Merge at the center. AA. Let's extrude it out a bit. Just a bit more. So now we have that selected. We're going to hit I for inset. Scale it in a bit. And just extrude that out to create a little bolt. That seems kind of big. Scale it down just a bit like that. Hit Shift D, duplicate that. Let's bring it down to about there. Relatively close to it, like there. Okay, we'll hit Shift L, L, L. Oh. Shift D. Rotate. Oh, let's drag it over to about here. Cool. Actually, take it, bring it forward. It sticks out a bit there. It's a little too much. Something like about there. And, Control N, just to make sure all the normals are on the inside. Okay. Cool. We'll hit Shift D. Rotate on the Z-axis 180 degrees. Just on the other side. And again, select that. Control J. Shift D. Rotate Z 90 degrees. Select this. Control J. And bam. We can give this material. Call this one, oh no, I don't want that. Call this bolt. And shift select the box and Control J. Add it to there. And this I'll probably just gray it out a bit. And let's see what that looks like rendered. That looks pretty cool. Maybe even darken it down, make it like more of a brownish white, sort of. Something like a dull color like that. So that's one finishing touch. Looks pretty cool. Alright, so one final added effect we can do is we're going to add an icosphere with one subdivision. And we'll scale it down a bit there. Just keep it floating right there in the middle, and this is very easy. Just add an emission material. Give it like a yellowish color. Make it white. Dull it out just a bit. Increase the strength up to, say, not 50, about 5. And let's see what that looks like. So it kind of looks like there's something glowing in there. Even if you rotate the camera, Control Alt 0, G, we'll take a look at that. So what you can actually do is make this rotate on the inside and have the box rotate in a different direction maybe. And that should actually look pretty cool. Let's take the camera here and zoom it out a bit so we can see it. Maybe increase the sun to like 8. That looks pretty cool. Kind of like the way that looks. Let's maybe actually bring that back down to like 2. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, I would say that's about it. That's the Mario Mystery Box. If you want to make it look like it's been used, the best thing I could suggest is UV unwrap it, and then add like a metal texture, and then just transition it from this one to the metal one so it looks like it was used. You can use like a up, you can make it poof, you could do whatever you want with it, and then it'll look like it was spent. You can also add some other like scratch textures on here to make it a little more realistic. But other than that, that is the Mario Mystery Box. Plain, simple, and easy. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks so much for watching. This is Rich, and I'll see you next time.